All right, Cancer, welcome to your monthly Sidereal Astrology forecast for February of 2016. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology, which you can find more about in the description below because the signs are different. All right, Cancer, so this month we've got still a lot of things unfolding with our life path, with Jupiter and the North Node still within that 1-degree orb, specifically the first half of the month. So this is a lot to do with your values in life. You've had Jupiter transiting the second house for about the past 7 or so months here. So there's a lot of things opening up, and maybe you're seeing possibilities and learning more about your values. Maybe it's the financial material, maybe it's the non-material, maybe it's just having those simple pleasures in life and really being grateful for what you have. And that's going to be a big area of focus for you now that the North Node is shifting into that second house, for you to really get into the earthly aspects of things, maybe connect to nature, and really pursue and persist in terms of what your values are and what you want to achieve in life. Because the North Node is very much about achievement and forward-moving momentum. And here it's all about usually the material values and those simple pleasures, and often in many regards that material security. So with all of this first half, a lot of wisdom still. It's all reflective, and perhaps you're redoing and rehashing some of these things, and that's good. And it's good to be adaptive with Jupiter retrograde and kind of treat it as a learning process. But it does build that foundation this first half of the month with this conjunction here. This foundation for the next 2 years with this North Node in your second. All right, so the first important aspect is going to be on the 5th and 6th. There are other aspects this month, by the way, which I do cover in the weeklies. So if you do want a more specific look, check out the weeklies. But here, a conjunction, Venus conjoining up to Pluto here on the 5th and 6th in your 6th house of routine, health, diet, regiments, and your work. So that area has been changing for you for the past many years with Pluto here. So now with Venus, I think you're probably enjoying these to a degree coming into this month. Maybe you're enjoying the daily activities, enjoying taking care of things, whatever it might be, maybe even making relationships at work. So whatever that is, it's all about being open to change and clearing out any old energies with that. And through that, you can find some nice new beginnings here for this next cycle, which is usually about 12 months with Venus. So this is also involving group things. So anything new, and again, clearing out old energies with that, as well as your home, family, and your health, I think could be good areas for that, seeing the truth and transforming. Now on the 8th, we do have a new moon in Capricorn, so there are new beginnings with relationships and one-to-one connections, which is going to be planting new seeds here. It's all kinds of relationships, whatever it is for you personally. But around the 8th, planting those new seeds, seeing what they are, and being patient with it too. Mars is going to be squaring up to this new moon, but maybe there's some intentions, maybe there's some willpower that can be implemented here for you to either make business contacts, networks, romantic relationships, but all relationships new and existing. And that's also an energy that will be culminating over the next 6 months. So both in the short term of this month and over the next half a year. Now on the 9th and around the 9th, Mars is going to be trining up to Chiron. So we could all be feeling quite motivated, maybe even quite confident with this in terms of a healing kind of energy, rejuvenated energy. And this is, I think, your motivation this month in regards to your home, family, or health, which is where Mars is going to be this month. So coming into this month, there should be a lot of drive, a lot of motivation, I think, to take care of home matters, family matters, spend time with your family. The key with this is that Mars is at its lowest energy at the bottom of the chart. So your energy levels might be quite low, but to channel that energy, and to feel that motivation, really aiming it towards those things that are meaningful to you in life, whether it's your home, your family, your health. These kinds of things can be very good sources of motivation and drive, especially because Mars is so well aspected this month. And this furthers from the 13th through the 16th, or 13th through the 15th, and basically this whole surrounding middle part of the month. Mars is going to be sextiling up to this North Node Jupiter conjunction. So there is an opportunity and a gateway to take some of this drive and motivation, which normally you Cancerians, of course, depending on your personal chart, are quite motivated in the 4th house area of home, family, and health, you can use that motivation towards these new beginnings that are shaping up with your financial or material values in life. So it's an opening for that. Again, nice aspects, and you could probably feel quite motivated to take care of the routine, the daily activities, and expand your horizons, since Jupiter does rule both your 6th and your 9th there. Now, the middle part of the month, continuing, the sun will be shifting into your 8th. So where I think there has been a lot of focus on your one-to-one connections and relationships, and there will be still with Mercury and then Venus going into that 7th, your sun is shifting into that 8th. So this is where I think your focus will be more in terms of what's really meaningful to you, the deeper aspects of life, what really matters. And this is involving all areas of life, relationship, work, home, whatever it might be for you, just really connecting to what really matters. And so it's a good area of focus, and this is where you're going to have new beginnings next month. And it's just that time of the year with the sun here to focus on how you can give, how you can connect to your environment, people, and things you're involved with in a much deeper way. Now, with that, you'll probably be thinking more about those one-to-one relationships with Mercury in that 7th, maybe communicating more. And then on the 17th, Venus goes into that 7th. So the second half of the month could be quite enjoyable, in fact, for those simple one-to-one relationships and connections. Now, on the 23rd, Jupiter does oppose up to Chiron, so there is some continued healing. This is a familiar energy from last year. So this is about really balancing the material with the non-material. Especially with the sun here, with all this focus on what's deeper. This is the house. It's a very spiritual house, but then there's a lot of earthly things unfolding for you. So it's really seeing how the earthly is the non-earthly. In other words, what your values are, when they're actually your true values, is because they're deeper. They mean something more than their mere appearance or their mere enjoyment of them. So really see how your values are meaningful, and how the meaningful things in your life can be implemented in a grounded and earthly sense, an essential sense perhaps, with the second house. And in that way, you're really bridging this gap with the 2nd and 8th, and all of that can be quite rejuvenating and healing. Now, this is also going to be involved with that full moon, which is going to be on the 23rd, also on the 23rd, in that 8th house, in your 2nd house. So here there's this awareness and illumination about those values, about the material aspects, which is very nice because there's a lot of insight and awareness that usually does come in during the full moon, which can really be the fuel to the fire for a lot of these expansions and possibilities that are unfolding with the Jupiter North Node conjunction. So if you've been involved with, over the past 6 months, anything involving your finances or your values in life, could be a culmination of that, but at the very least you're seeing clearly and with awareness your true values. And so it's really good to apply that, stay nice and grounded with it. Saturn is going to be squaring up to that full moon, so it is about taking it nice and slow and seeing the big picture, and really having faith and trust that everything that is deeper in life and death, beginnings, endings, transformation, is all about going with the flow and allowing the divine process to work its way through those areas, because that's Neptune really emphasizing that of the 8th, but even connecting to what's really meaningful to you in that deeper spiritual sense. Now, this is going to be specifically important also on the 28th, which will be topping off the month here with this Sun-Neptune conjunction in the 8th. So maybe it's a good time to take some rest, maybe do some transformation, some healing, whatever. But again, loosening up those reins so you can have more of that easygoingness and allow the divine process to work its way through what's really meaningful to you in life. And again, balancing that with the earthly things which are expanding for you as well. All right, Cancer, so have a great month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Take care.